All right, so we're live. Had a Psycho Sid moment there because Google Hangouts. I don't know if you guys have ever used Google Hangouts, but like it freezes. It has like this weird freeze, so you don't know when you're starting. And so I was all like, "Wait, what? Like, what's going on here?" So turns out that it's all good in the neighborhood. Welcome to the Q&A, episode number 10. We might be jumped in by Aisha Abbas. I don't know yet because she has SAT classes. So I don't know if she's going to be joining in. If she joins in, she'll hop in maybe for like a moment just to say hi, and then she'll disappear. So don't ask any questions just for Aisha because she won't be here to answer them. And if you do, Weston and I will answer them. Isn't that right, Weston?
Yep, sure is.
Yep. So any questions for Aisha, we will answer them in the way that we think Aisha would answer them. Yeah, but the SAT, that's one of the most bitchiest things that you can do in fucking high school. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Good luck to her. So anyways, let's get started with the questions. Straight Shooter asks, do you remember when Undertaker kidnapped Teddy Long and his reaction when he saw the Taker in his limo? Oh, God, that meme, that never gets old, man. Like, I always see that meme at least once a month, at least, where Teddy Long's a little like, oh, like he's just all fucking freaking out. He's like, oh, like that shit was hilarious. Teddy, this is gonna be your last ride. What? Who was he? Was he feuding with Edge at that time? Was that him feuding with Edge? Who was he feuding with? It had to be like Edge or Kane, something like that.
I think it was Edge, but
Yeah,
don't quote me on that.
I can't remember. Because I didn't watch SmackDown. Like I'm gonna be dead honest here. Whenever I only really watched Raw at that time, and I would catch SmackDown every once in a while. But keep in mind, high schooler, Friday night. I also played football. I wrestled on the weekends, and then if I wasn't doing those two sports, I would actually fucking go out and actually be a human being. I wasn't watching Friday Night SmackDown. Like, it would be TiVo'd, and my mom would be like, hey, I'm going to delete these fucking SmackDowns. They're taking up too much room. I'm like, go right ahead. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just told her I don't care and stuff like that. So it's like, like, not really much time to really watch SmackDown. So, like, because WWE didn't have the brand split pay-per-views anymore. And so when Raw stuff would be going on, I would know what's going on with Raw. But then when SmackDown shit would happen, I was like, the fuck is going on SmackDown nowadays? Like, the hell? So I don't remember the feud at all. Alrighty then. Diamond and Silver asks, worst movie you've ever seen? Weston disappeared. So that's going to be a thing too, guys. Weston has a iPad, so he's going to be disappearing. So Chase may have to carry the Q&A all by himself. It's like Roman Reigns. with the title. He has to carry it all by himself. It's all these vanilla midgets. Nah, it's more like Triple H. He has to carry all these fucking bums to great matches, make them look like they're bigger stars. That's why we gotta appreciate Triple H. He does a great job, man. Great job of making dudes look strong. So, anyways, the worst movie I've ever seen personally. That's really, really, really hard because some of those Resident Evil movies were pretty fucking bad. I thought The Matrix Reloaded or whatever the third one was pretty fucking bad. I never saw 50 Shades of Grey. I do not plan on watching 50 Shades of Grey, but I've heard that movie was absolutely terrible. I saw Boy Next Door last year, probably one of the worst mistakes I've ever made. It was a terrible fucking movie, absolutely terrible. But the worst they've ever seen, I honestly... I know I'm probably going to get hate on this one, but the worst I've ever seen, I think it was Terminator Salvation. Like, just overall, that movie was bad. I did not give a fuck about the movie. I did not care about the movie. It was loud in the theater. I hate loud shit in the theater. It just wasn't like what I was expecting it to be, a fun Terminator movie and stuff like that. I think it was called Salvation. It wasn't the one that recently came out where Triple H was promoting on Wrestlemania 31. It was the one that came out around like 2009 and stuff like that. Absolutely terrible. Not a fun movie whatsoever. I haven't even gone back to even watch it. Like, I remember my mom rented it from Blockbuster. Yeah, this was the day when Blockbuster was around still, people. And then my mom was all like, hey, you want to watch Terminator Salvation? I'm like, no. I was like, fuck that. Weston, what's the worst movie you've ever seen?
Oh man, It's a tie between Daddy's Home, the movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell,
Oh,
or
okay.
I think
I haven't seen that one yet. Is it not funny?
no, I've tried to watch it 3 times, fell asleep both times.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I stay away from Will Ferrell movies because I don't think they're funny anymore. That's why I stay away from them.
Yeah, a lot of the comedians from the '90s just need to retire. They're pretty much done.
Because after Anchorman 2, I was just like, fuck, dude, no. Come on, man. You're better
Yeah,
than that.
and it's the tie between that and X-Men. I believe it's called Days of Futures Past or something like that.
Days of Futures Past is also a trash movie. I forgot to mention that on my trash movie list. Pretty fucking bad. Alrighty then. So, Snowdrop. If you guys don't know, this is how awesome you guys are in the Q&A section of my channel. See, I have 2 different sections. I have people, or actually, I have 3 different sections. I have people who just watch my wrestling and MMA content, but they don't give a fuck about asking me questions. I have mixed bag people who watch both, and then I have my Q&A people. But I'm pretty sure the Q&A people are probably my favorite people of all, because Diamond and Silver and Snowdrop had a bet over Samoa Joe and Finn Balor for the NXT Championship, and Snowdrop was like me. She thought Samoa Joe was walking away with the strap. Turns out that's not the case. So Diamond and Silver got to choose the most obscure wrestler that she could ask questions for, and she chose Jinder Mahal, which I was laughing when I saw that. Like, I didn't tweet them ha 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 and stuff like that, but I saw Jinder Mahal and I started fucking laughing because Jinder Mahal, like, most random dude. He's has to be one of the most random dudes in PG. Or like, if you guys go back and watch PG stuff, like, let's say like 10 years from now, let's just say you're bored one day. You're like, fuck, I have nothing to do. Wife and kids are gone, or fuck, it's a really boring day. It's raining outside. Can't really go out, or fuck, I need to watch something different. Let me go watch a PG episode of SmackDown. And you saw Jinder Mahal come out. You're going to be like, what the fuck was this shit? You would probably laugh too. So, Jinder fucking Mahal questions for Snowdrop for this Q&A. You can do it, my friend. I believe in you. Snowdrop asks, what if Jinder Mahal won the NXT title instead of Rollins? How different would NXT and the WWE be? That's actually a really good question, because I'm not going to lie. Low key here, when I saw that episode of NXT, I actually thought Mahal was winning. I was like, they ain't gonna give it to Seth Rollins and stuff like that. But they did give it to Seth Rollins. So if Jinder Mahal would have won NXT, I think NXT would have had a very, and I mean a very, 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 very slow start. I don't think NXT would have been as successful for the young talent. I just think it would have just been another, hey, it's Jinder Mahal, and he's cool, and he's a WWE guy, but you're not going to fucking do shit with him. And I think the first NXT champion, like, I still think it would have gone the way that the NXT title has went today. Like, I don't think that would have changed. I think Big E would have definitely taken the belt off of Jinder Mahal. But I think, like, people are going to be like, hey, yeah, remember who the first NXT champion is? Everyone knows it's Seth Rollins. But then later on, if it was Jinder Mahal, you'd be like, yeah, wasn't Big E the first champion? And you're like, no, it was Jinder. It'd be like one of those fun little random trivia questions that you can fuck your friends up when you're playing wrestling trivia one night. It'd be like, oh, yeah, who was the first NXT champion? Jinder Mahal. It's like, what? No, he wasn't. And then you look it up, and you're like, what the fuck? And stuff like that. So, how different would WWE be? I don't know if it would be any different for Jinder Mahal. I still think he would have had a shitty career, but at least he would have won a title, at least, you know. Which I don't know.
And NXT definitely would not be as big as it is now with Jinder Mahal as their first champion.
Yeah, everyone, everyone would be kind of like, huh, Jinder? Like, why him? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about Jinder Mahal being champion? Do you think it would have changed WWE? Do you think it would have given him better luck in the WWE? Because I don't think so. I think he would have still been fucked.
I mean, it's a tricky question, because if he was the first champion, then obviously someone was high on him, like a Vince or Triple H.
But to be fair, he wasn't that bad. Like, I've seen worse.
Yeah, I think maybe he would have been like a mid-carder at best.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Snowdrop asked, "What do you think Jinder Mahal's favorite sandwich is?" This is more difficult than it looks. I think Jinder Mahal. I don't know because like I don't know how big he is on religion. I think he probably is like a fucking vegetarian sandwich guy. A bunch of cucumbers in there, avocados, tomatoes, and stuff like that. So I think that's a sandwich Jinder Mahal likes eating. Very bland sandwich.
Yeah, I can eat him. I can see him eating like I don't know, what do they call it at Subway, the turkey melt or whatever. I can see him
No, but
eating that.
because of his religion, you want to eat turkey or stuff like that. That's why I said I don't know how
Uh,
hard he is on his religion.
eh, peanut
That's
butter
why
and
it's
jelly.
hard. Peanut butter jelly. I don't know. Maybe that has some substances you can't eat, Weston. Straight Shooter asks, do you think fans tried too hard to get themselves over instead of the wrestlers? Oh, fuck yeah. Fans always want to be over. Shit. They always want to be over. So, do you agree with that? That fans try too hard to get over?
Oh, oh yes, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, so fans are trying too hard to get over. I agree with that, Straight Shooter. Diamond Silver asks, you can do it. Just be creative. You should have known Balor as Triple H's John Cena. Yeah, Diamond Silver's right. You get like we like to. I like to shit on people for not knowing Vince's bookings, but we should start learning Triple H's favorites. Who are Triple H's golden children to WWE? And Triple H's golden children, if you guys don't know, are let's Diamond and Silver, maybe you can fact check us here, or anyone in the comment section fact check us. Who are Triple H's 5 golden children? Weston, are you ready to play Triple H's 5 golden children?
Yep.
All right, so Triple H's 5 golden children. We know 3 off the bat. Number 1 is Roman Reigns. Number 2 is Charlotte. And number 3 is Finn Balor. Who are the other 2? Who would be the other 2 people that Triple H is just like, I love this guy? Who are the other 2 people that Triple H loves?
Gotta say maybe Seth Rollins.
All right, Seth Rollins. Yeah, they were pushing him a lot. So, yeah. And then I think the 5th one for me, maybe Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens, because he's taking a lot of pictures with Kevin Owens and stuff like that. I would say Kevin Owens or Apollo Crews. Like, he flips between them every week. So, those are, I think, his 5 golden children. I think Triple H had to bet his way. He would make sure that Sami Zayn wouldn't be one of his golden children. I don't think Triple H is the biggest Sami Zayn guy.
Yeah, no, me either. Kevin Owens. What about Austin Aries? He's been taking a lot of pictures of Austin Aries lately.
Nah, I don't think. I think he's just happy to have Aries. Like, I don't think he's like, oh man, Aries is one of my dudes. Like to me, to be a Triple H golden child, you have to be like someone that Triple H can improve on in the future. Aries, he doesn't really need much improvement. Kevin Owens, he still needs a lot of improvement. So.
Yeah.
So tell us what you guys think. Are those the Triple H 5 golden children? The Straight Shooter asks, what if in 1993, instead of Shockmaster debuting, it was Tito Ortiz? Oh my God, a young, fresh Tito instead of the fucking Shockmaster. That would be fucking great. He would have punched down the wall and stuff. Tito's like, fuck MMA, I'm going to go to fucking WCW. He would live on as a fucking legend, man. He would just punch down the wall. Like, you could just imagine, like, instead of, like, Shockmaster falling through the wall, Sting's like, and we got the Huntington Beach bad boy. And you just see, like, a punch in the wall. And it's like he's, like, struggling to get his fucking hand out. And it's just, oh, that'd be fucking great. It'd be amazing. Straight Shooter asks, keep fire push. Eva Marie, Care Bear, or Heath Slater? Easy. Keep Eva, fire Care Bear, push Slater. How about that?
I would push Slater because he's just funny. Come on now, baby. And then I would fire the Care Bear and what's the other one again?
Eva Marie.
Yeah, Eva Marie.
Yeah, just keep her. Straight Shooter asks, thoughts on Blackjack Mulligan? Blackjack Mulligan recently passed away. Rest in peace. I haven't really seen much footage on him. I'm going to be honest here. Like, I watch as much old school wrestling as I possibly can. Mostly tag team matches, because the tag team matches in old school days were just flipping awesome. And anything that who was that one dude? Who's that one dude? What's it called? Fuck. He was in WCW. He suffered a car crash and stuff. Him and Ric Flair would always fight for the fucking title. And then was it Magnum TA? I can't remember if his name is Magnum TA, but like every time he was about to win the title, the fans would go fucking ape shit. But then Ric Flair would get disqualified, or he would throw Ric Flair over. He would throw Ric Flair over the top rope and stuff like that. And back in the old days, throwing people over the top rope was a disqualification, so fans would get all fucking butthurt. I think it was Magnum TA, wasn't it?
I think it was. I'm not sure
Yeah.
though.
So. Oh.
Yeah, and
Diamond and
peace, Black Dick.
Diamond and Silver broke the fourth wall. He says, "You got all but one right. Owens isn't Triple H's boy. Triple H is Triple H's boy." Breaking the fourth wall. I am my own boy. All right, so now it's time to go on to the YouTube questions. We'll get back to Twitter in a moment, but it's time to do some YouTube questions. Neo Spades Ace asks, favorite cartoons theme? Rocket Power, Rugrats, Dexter's Laboratory. Those are my three favorites.
I liked Codename Kids Next Door. I like their theme song, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Even though it was more of like just during their intro, I still like it. And the last one here, maybe gotta go with what's it? Hey Arnold.
Oh yeah, Hey Arnold's pretty damn good. Neo Spades Ace asks, which WWE or TNA theme song annoys you when it plays? All right, what song annoys you when it plays?
Oh, and TNA.
Or WWE or TNA?
Cesaro, easy.
Oh god, terrible. I'm gonna be dead honest. Seth Rollins. I hope he gets a new theme song. It is just such a bad theme. It's like, oh my god, who fucking said that was his theme song? Fucking idiots. Favorite gimmick pay-per-view? My favorite, if I had to choose one, fuck, it's really hard. But I guess TLC, because those ones actually turn out to be pretty decent pay-per-views. Like, not the best pay-per-views, but pretty decent at best. So.
Yeah, I always look forward to Money in the Bank, so I gotta say Money in the Bank.
No, yeah, that's another good one too. Neil Spades Ace asks, favorite I Quit match? Probably Rock versus Mankind. Either that I Quit match. Everyone likes to fucking do revisionist history and say, but Bret Hart and Stone Cold was an I Quit match, but it was a submission match. So.
My favorite one is Batista and Shawn Michaels, because of the way John Cena had Batista saying "I quit." I quit! I quit!
Oh, you said Batista and Shawn Michaels. I was like, what the fuck? You said Batista and Shawn Michaels. I was like, huh?
No, Batista and John Cena.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then John just throws them off the fucking car anyways. Like fucking Batista take this. Neil Spades Ace, an overrated video game that you didn't quite enjoy as the rest. What's an overrated video game that you didn't enjoy as the rest?
This one is so easy, and this game is garbage. I recommend no one to play it. It's Destiny.
Oh, Destiny. Yeah, Destiny was pretty bad. My friends were all trying to get, when I got my Xbox One, they're like, get Destiny. And so he let me his copy to kind of just play it. And I said, yeah, that game was trash, dog. For me, I'm going to be dead honest here. I know I'm going to get flack from all the hardcore gamers and stuff. But Fallout 4, dude. Fallout 4 was really disappointing to me. Like, not in a bad way. It was just like I didn't think it was as great or fun as Fallout 3. I just felt it was like, because all the Fallout games have the same formula. Like, they're not going to change too much from it. But it's just like, for me, I was watching when I was playing the game and stuff like that, I just didn't have fun with it. I just said, I've been here, I've done this before. You know, there's not really that much adventure to it. Once you play one Fallout game, you kind of play them all. So, like, I suggest if you play a Fallout game, New Vegas or 3 are really, like, the two big ones to play. So, in my personal opinion. Overcome 72, what? I don't know what that meant. Neil Spades Ace asks, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney? Nickelodeon for me.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Neo Spades Ace asks, what gaming genre do you go for? My gaming genre, anything that's like action based, a game that can make me play for a long time, like sports games where I can just have like a franchise where I'm like 40 years deep into it. So those are the gaming genres that I go for.
Yeah, I'm a sports nut. Everyone who knows me knows my favorite game is MLB The Show. I buy that game every year. It's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I could play it, but sadly I have the Xbox One, not the PS4. So, but I used to play like the MLB The Shows. Those were always fun baseball games. Probably the best baseball games they've released. Neil Speeds Ace asks favorite WWE factions, Evolution, Degeneration X. You know the usual group of people.
Yeah, NWO just to add that in there.
All right. So Neil Spades Ace asks, Boraisha, did you check out Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5? I'm pretty sure she did not check out Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. So Neil Spades Ace asks, it was a calamity. All right. Biggest phobias or fears. What's your biggest phobia or fear for you, Weston?
My biggest fear is probably my biggest fear is probably having a gun put to my head. Uh, my phobia is like I like my phobia is I guess for a while I was scared of like there's this thing I don't forgot what it's called, but like it's where you don't like seeing like little holes or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you just don't like seeing holes?
Nah, but I'm kind of over it now, which is a good
Yeah, my
thing.
biggest phobia is loose hair. I fucking can't stand seeing loose hair on me or anything like that. I just freak the fuck out. It's just disgusting to me. And then my biggest fear, I don't really have, like, I haven't been through shit where I can say I've had a big fear. I don't like horror movies or anything like that. So I guess horror movies are my bigger fears. Like, I've watched some horror movies. I've seen them before, like high or drunk, but not really big in watching them. So.
Uh, yeah.
He asked, "Did you guys see the Sausage Party trailer? Is that the movie where like it looks like it's a kid movie, but it's like a fucking very like like adult oriented movie where like the food are trying to escape the people's house. Like the food are in the grocery store and they think that they're being saved and stuff like that, but it turns out that they just end up going to get eaten. Like, is that Sausage Party? I'm not sure. No, I haven't seen it. Have you seen that trailer, Weston, about the food that are all fucking happy when they get picked from the
Oh,
grocery store?
yes, yeah. That looks funny as can be, man. I might
Yeah,
watch that.
fucking like that. That was like the most saddest thing, man. When that one, I forgot what it was, but he thought, "Oh man, yes, we're gonna be sick." Ah, he's getting cut up and shit. He's all eating. Oh, funny shit.
Yeah.
Neo Spades Ace asks, for Chase, what do you want me to tell Randy Orton when I meet him at Comic Con? Ask him how his dog Spike is doing. I just want to know how his dog doing. He didn't really talk about it, so
Tell him how to take out the garbage.
no, don't do that. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Favorite D-Generation X segments. Weston, do you have a favorite DX segment?
Mm, probably when they made all the green slime go on to was it green slime or was it actual shit? I don't remember. But like it's when they had that slime or whatever go on the Spirit Squad and Vince McMahon.
When they were playing Vince and Shane, and, and then Sean was doing the Shane dance and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mine, I know it sounds childish, just choose this one, but I still laugh at it to this day as Little People's Court. I know they've done some other great stuff in the 90s with Slaughter and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, Little People's Court had me fucking dying, dude. Anytime that was like one of my favorite Raws just for Little People's Court. Funny ass shit.
No, I changed my answer. I want the one where Triple H is trying to find Triple H to reform DX. Remember,
Shawn
like he's
Michaels,
in
you
the
mean?
office. Yeah, he looks at the guy's like, "Hey, sexy boy." Then the guy like he gets up and it's not Sean. He's like, "Oh." Yeah.
Fucking Sean's working as a cook now. He's all fucking cooking burgers and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, right. Philip M6 asks, what would happen if Teddy Long became the CEO of WWE? Oh, bunch of tag team matches, that's for sure. For the first time ever, in the main event of WrestleMania, we have ourselves a fatal four-way tag team match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And let me tell you something, players. You guys are not going to be alone in this one because you guys, the winner of that match, the team that wins that match will have a match, and then the winner of that match will go one-on-one with The Undertaker. That's pretty much Teddy Long promo in a nutshell, so sounds like a good one. Anything, Weston? I think Weston disappeared. All right, next question is, Draven G, what are you expecting the Reigns and AJ promo to be like? Oh, it'd be great. I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. And you know, Roman, I gotta say it. You're pretty dang good. You're darn good. No, that's not AJ Styles. How's AJ? Hold up. me. Dixie. I don't know how to do AJ Styles right now. I guess it sounds just like this. Yeah, there we go. There's AJ Styles for you. It's just hard to go from AJ Styles to Roman Reigns, you know, believe that. But Roman, you're good, man. You're good. You're darn good. But I'm phenomenal. I'm here to prove to everyone that I can get the job done. Well, you ain't gonna get the job done because AJ Styles, knock knock. What are you trying to do, Roman? Knock knock. Fine, I'll play along. Who's there? Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns who? Roman Reigns is gonna cock up this fist and make it rain on you. Believe that. I don't know. I'm sorry for that terrible AJ impersonation. I can't do AJ right because it doesn't really talk. Like talks a little bit, but not a lot. It kind of just goes whatever, goes with the flow. So my Reigns impersonation's not good either because Reigns doesn't talk really all that much. Like there's certain people like it helps when people actually like have a memorable promo. Because Reigns' most memorable promo is just him saying "Super and Succotash, son." Like you can't really get much out of that. And AJ Styles, his memorable promos from TNA, but it was just so terrible. He's like, I'm the best in the world, not him, me. It's just like, oh god, terrible shit. Randy Orton's easy to do because he has a deep voice like me. So yeah, but Reigns and AJ promo will be fucking terrible. Hope you guys enjoyed it though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right then. Neo Spades Ace asks, thoughts on Chris Hero? He's fat. No, he was one of my favorites back in the day. Him and Claudio with the Kings of Wrestling, really, really good tag team. I wish they could have came to the WWE. Probably one of the better tag teams to never make it to the WWE scene. But yeah, Chris Hero was a pretty dang decent talent. I wouldn't say like anything main event level, but definitely a good mid-card guy for the company if he would have stayed the course. Draven G asks, best/worst road to WrestleMania story from the WWE games. The best one for me, I would have to say is the Cena MVP better than Utopia. That was my favorite. The worst one was like Shawn Michaels versus ECW or something like that. And that was like the weird. I don't remember if that was Shawn Michaels, but it was like Shawn Michaels versus ECW. You're having a match with someone, and then CM Punk comes out. It's like, I'm gonna beat you up, Shawn. And it was like so stupid. So. Or the Undertaker versus the Boogeyman, and like you get Zombie Santino Marella. So those are the best and worst for me.
For me, my best is definitely the Utopia MVP. That's probably the best storyline in wrestling video game history.
Yeah, they should have done that in real life. I bet you MVP is like, oh man, how come we don't do this in real life?
Yeah, the worst one. Probably gonna have to be when I don't know, because like it's hard to remember the bad stuff. But I'll go with you, Chase.
Yeah, or maybe like the Batista Rey Mysterio one, because that one was kind of stupid. Draven G, who goes over, Reigns or Balor? Probably Reigns. He would go over. I mean, it would probably be the weirdest false finish or the weirdest, like, stupidest finish I would ever see, but probably Reigns.
Yeah, I had to pick Reigns.
Alrighty then. Neil Spades Ace asks, what does the UFC of today lack from the earlier UFC days? God damn, can people stop messaging me? Um, UFC today lacks just pretty much just direction. I think they're kind of just in there to have instant gratification instead of what UFC in the olden days would do would be like, hey, if a guy was on a tear, they would actually give that guy a title shot. Nowadays, it's just more of like, hey, be a WWE wrestler and you can become a UFC fighter. So just cut promos and you should be fine in the UFC. Just make sure you're good at cutting promos. But other than that, it's just more of like instead of like like so many automatic rematches. There's not really anything to really draw you to these automatic rematches besides like, yeah, sure, it'll be a good fight, but if that guy loses again, it's really hard for Chris Weidman to say that he should get a middleweight title shot in the near future. So just saying, that's just the only thing. It's like earlier UFC days were able to fit more people on the cards, not have too many random shows and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just me at least. Lacafe 16 asks, with the flux of talent the WWE now have on the roster and their lackluster booking, should I be worried about the future of some of these guys with only so many main event spots available? I'm afraid some of the best talent in the world may be wasted. Do you have faith that WWE can get their shit together in time to better utilize these talents? No, they're fucked. Shit, dude. Like, no, they're fucked. I'm being dead serious here. They have a good talent pool. I think it's overrated to some extent, the talent that they have, but they do have a good talent pool that could help maybe increase ratings, revenue, and stuff like that. I think a lot of the guys are very PG kid friendly. Like I think like a lot of the guys can serve their roles in the PG era very well. I don't think this is going to be like a wrestling boom. I don't think wrestling will ever be like it was in the mid 90s to 2000s. But I do think that you could make wrestling popular in pop culture again. It's just how you use these guys. I just think that sometimes the problem is that there is too much guys on the roster, and no, a brand split won't help it because then you're dividing the people instead of trying to get the people to focus on everyone. You're dividing their attention, and then you hurt NXT in the process with that. I just think the problem is that they have so many guys, they just don't know how to use them, and plus there's still the guys on the old regime who they're not going to let go because they've been so established in that old regime that it's hard for you to really like justify a reason. Why would you let anyone go? It's like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, they can just get rid of Big Show and Kane, but you got to realize they've been there for fucking ever. And it's just like if you work any job, there's always that one person that's been there for the longest time, been there from the beginning. And it doesn't matter if they're good or bad at their job. They just have a good loyalty rapport. They could suck at their job and be like, how did they work here for so long? But it's just like, man, they've been here forever. So it's like, why would the company fire them? They always show up to their shifts. Sure, they may not do the best jobs, but they always show up. They always do their best when they can. They never have let you down. They've always been a clutch person in the situations they need to be clutch, and there you go. So I think it's just that there's way too much people on the roster. Brand split won't help because, like I said, you're dividing people's attention instead of trying to get people to watch one show to see all their favorites. You're dividing people, and then later on, some people won't watch a certain show, so that's not going to help the ratings whatsoever. That's going to fucking hurt the ratings and hurt people's attention on the product overall. So that's why you can't have a brand split either, because dividing people's attention is not a good thing in wrestling. See what happened to wrestling from the mid 2000s to fucking now when they had the brand split, because you divide so many people's attentions into which show was better, which show was great, that people didn't give a fuck about the other show and they didn't watch the other show. It's so stupid. Fuck the brand split. So it's just that there's way too many guys on the roster, and then too many guys that people foolishly try to believe are main eventers, but really these guys aren't main eventers at all. These guys are just mid-carders, upper mid-carders, and stuff like that. So a lot of main eventers. So yeah, be worried.
Yeah, you pretty much covered everything right there.
Yeah. DJ Cass asks, do you guys think there are not much shows like the 90s and mid 2000s today on TV? Yeah, there's not really a lot of good shows.
No, the weird part about that is though is that even kid shows today are a lot more like sexual.
Yeah, they're a lot
Like
more adult
I don't
oriented.
know,
They're not like fun kiddie
yeah,
shows. They're just like adult oriented.
yeah. Like I don't know, today's kid shows are so weird. Like
Cass asks, "Do you guys think we will see Apollo Crews versus The Miz for the title?" Not now, but maybe. Sure. I don't know. Apollo Crews for the IC title, be okay. Wouldn't be down for it right away, but whatever.
And I'll be scared if Apollo Crews wins the IC title because that basically signs it mid Carter for life.
Have you ever seen a movie where you thought it would be scary but end up being hilarious? For me, it's the Child's Play franchise. Oh, Hills Have I Won. I was walking in definitely afraid that this was gonna be some scary ass movie, and then later on it turned out to be fucking just the funniest movie I've ever seen. Fucking hilarious.
I think it was The Purge. I'm not sure.
What
That
the
one.
first one?
Yeah, actually, all scary movies try to be funny to me because like they just try too hard to be scary.
Oh yeah,
It's easy to
I'm just not a
forget
big
that.
fan of scary movies. No matter if I hear it's funny, I'll still find a way not to watch it. So, um, DJ Cats asks, "Have you guys ever seen the Twist of Fate, Matt and Jeff Hardy story? If so, what did you think? I love it. It's all right. Not the best WWE documentary. Jeff Hardy has his own documentary that was a lot better and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's just me. Alrighty then. Let's get on with the next question. What do you think? Who do you think will beat the New Day for the tag team titles? Probably the Balor Club if they come up. I would think they would just to try to get heel heat on them. So probably them. Yeah, most likely them. I don't see Enzo and Cass doing it. The Dudleys, no, they're not going to get a shot at it. The Usos, they kind of have lost their way with the Usos. Like, it's sad to say because Usos, I think, are a really good team. It's just WWE has booked them so shittingly. What's with them booking Samoan shitty? Can't they fucking find a way to book these people correctly? But yeah, so.
Uh, I see Enzo Amore and Big Cass probably winning them. I mean, like I feel like their stick will get over,
Well,
and then they'll
from
take.
the New Day, do you think they're gonna win them from the New Day? I don't think they're gonna win them from the New Day.
It's possible.
That's why I say it's more. That's why I think that it's gonna be more fucking the Balor Club because they want to try to get heat on the Balor Club and try to make sure that people hate on them. Because you don't want the
Yeah,
Balor. Well, people are gonna still cheer the Balor Club because fans just don't. Fans just want to see who they want. They don't give a fuck about storylines and shit like that. So
yeah.
like, it's gonna be hard for them to like. It's gonna be hard for the WWE to book these guys. So, Jesus, I'm gonna get to the Twitter questions in a moment. Shit, calm down. So, yeah, my phone's going crazy. So, anyways, Philip M6, you nailed it on the Teddy impression. Thank you. New Year's Space Ace asks thoughts on Fabricio Werdum and Mark Hunt. Werdum's a good fighter. Mark Hunt's fun to watch. Those are my really only thoughts on those guys. And what do you think of both Triple H and Cena getting drafted to SmackDown and back on Raw quickly? Well, Triple H was traded. There's a difference there. But fucking Cena, that was ridiculous because I actually thought they were gonna put I actually thought they were gonna get fuck, what can I fucking say right now? God damn. I actually thought they were going to put Cena on SmackDown and try to make wrestling interesting, but then they're like, nope, fuck that. So, stupidest shit ever. Draven G asked, why is the term X-Pac Heat called X-Pac Heat? I think it's just called X-Pac Heat because it was just kind of like when the internet was first starting. It was just like maybe a term on the forum. It's like maybe someone on the forums and earlier forums kind of put down what X-Pac Heat X-Pac has because like it's just kind of like X-Pac Heat get the fuck off my TV. That's what it means. But I think it got that term because I think it may have started based on the internet. Like someone had to post it on the early day of the forums and it just kind of carried over and then word of mouth of X-Pac Heat and stuff like that. So that's what I'm guessing. I have no solidified answer for you. I'm sorry about that, Draven. I just don't know why it's called Xbox. It's just something that I first got on the internet. I heard about it.
Yeah, I think you know it.
Wait, what were you saying, Weston?
I said I think you know that. I think that's pretty much why it's called Xbox Heat.
Yeah, so it's just hard to say why it is. So, all right, so we got a bunch of questions on Twitter. We'll get to those in a moment. We'll answer 2 more YouTube questions, and then we'll jump back onto Twitter. Neo Spades Asap's biggest dick in the WWE, probably still Randy Orton. I would still have to say it's Randy Orton.
The biggest dick thing WWE has ever done.
No, the biggest dick in the WWE.
Oh yeah, Randy Orton, hands down.
He still probably is. Phil 6, most annoying screamer on a movie and online video. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Philip. I don't know what that means. Like someone that just screams. If anything, probably PewDiePie because he screams way too fucking much. So I'd probably have to choose him.
I don't watch a lot of PewDiePie, but yeah, I'll go with that because I don't know. When you say annoying screamer, the first thing that pops to mind is Brie Bella, but she's retired, so.
Yeah. Primo! Like, oh my god, shut up. Snowdrop at we're joined by Aisha Abbas.
Oh my god, I was so fucking pissed off. My freaking area went blackout. I was like, what the fuck, are you kidding me? But I gotta leave in like 15 minutes. He said I can be on, so I just want to say hi. So
Yeah.
and I'm also eating too. Oh.
Apple SAT class. Those are pretty fucking boring.
I know, especially the new one. It's a lot hard. And I took my math classes Tuesday, and the teacher, he said that he doesn't even like the new one because the math questions are hard. So
yeah, the math questions are so stupid on the SAT. Like they're just really, really stupid. So, anyways, next question asked by Snowdrop: what if Jinder was the one to return at the Royal Rumble 30 and win the title? What if Jinder Mahal was our world champion? I think that would be like the shortest reign because I think Vince. Because remember that one episode of Raw when Randy Orton made the Battle Royale for the World Heavyweight title?
yeah.
And then he came out, he's like, "We're not gonna do this because what if Steven Richards becomes my World Heavyweight champion? I don't want Steven Richards as my world champion," and stuff like that. So it's just like I think Vince would have asked immediately for Triple H to face Jinder Mahal and bury Jinder Mahal. So
Exactly.
Diamond and Silver asks, strangest moment of your life. Okay, I'm being dead serious. I always feel like I have dreams of the future because like I'll have a dream and then straight up the image that I had in my dream will come to life and I'll just be like fucking deja vu. I'll say I'm like deja vu or I'll tell people like I dreamt about this. And then everyone will be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, you know the conversation we're having? I dreamt we had this conversation. So I'm always, when I have a dream that feels realistic to me, I always have worries about that dream because I feel like it's real. Like I feel like, oh, that's the truth. Like that's going to actually happen because I've had that happen. So that's definitely the strangest moment of my life.
Yeah. Me, I will never forget this. I was sleeping, right? And I don't know, like I said, I dream about weird shit too. I don't know, but I had this dream where I don't know, I was laying on the ground and I was tied up, and this guy like put a gun to my neck, and when I woke up, I felt something weird in my neck. I was like, holy shit, what just happened? It was the weirdest thing ever.
I've had it before, like one time, like I remember this happened actually like a year ago or two years ago. I always remember it. I remember I was just sleeping. It was like after I was done tutoring some people in math, I went home and I was sleeping, right? I had my eyes closed, and for some reason I was dreaming that we were playing dodgeball, like people were playing dodgeball. And I got hit in the face, and I felt this thing, and when I woke up, I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
no, I gotta ask you too. Do you have these, when you sleep, do you have those weird feelings where you can't get up and you feel like you're gonna die?
Sleep paralysis? Yeah, that's the worst.
I hate it, man. I feel like I have to I can't talk and speak, and I'm like, I want to move out. I have to move a certain way till I get out of the position. I'm like,
paralysis is fucking scary, dude.
Yeah.
Well, man, I've had a funny dream actually just like a couple days ago. Like I'm always the type of guy that has like funny dreams. Like, okay, I dreamed that old ladies were trying to rape me.
What?
and I was running away from him, and then like for some reason I ended up in a jungle, and then I ended up camping there, stuck there
What was the
for
strangest
years.
moment of your life, Weston?
Oh, strangest moment of my life. Uh, Probably the day I woke up and I slept literally up and the whole entire outside was dark. So I'm like, oh my god, are we having an apocalypse? My mom's like, no, you just slept all day, dummy. Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, I remember the worst that I had was like it was during finals week in college, and I was taking like 16 units. So
Ooh.
that's a lot of classes. If people don't know. And I remember it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like studying for my finals, and I just passed out, and then I just woke up, and I remember I saw the clock. It was 7 o'clock. My finals started at 8. I was like, oh fuck, and I was so screwed. So I fucking went to the classroom. I literally sat outside the classroom for an hour, and then I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the professor's office. So I go to her office. And I go, hey, Professor Reese, is our final today? And then she goes to me and she looks, she's all like, no, the finals is on Thursday. And I said, oh, thank fucking God, I thought it was today. And I was like, thank God. Because I just remember waking up and I thought, oh, fuck, I'm so screwed for this final.
Yep, I have those feelings too.
Turned out it was good. Straight Shooter asks, worst WWE storylines? Vince Secret Son storyline, AJ Styles Carly Lynch storyline, or the Katie Vick storyline?
Oh god,
probably the Katie Vick storyline.
that was disgusting. Why are you fucking a dead body?
Yeah, so bad. They don't even talk about it anymore. Like they make sure Triple H is not remembered for that.
Exactly. Oh god.
Katie Vick storyline.
That's disgusting.
Straight Shooter asks, what if Kevin Owens' character was a mall cop? That'd actually be pretty fucking funny. He's actually like, hey, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. I will power bomb you. I gotta do this for my family. This is for my family. I don't make enough in the WWE. I gotta do this for my family.
You have what? He has a segue and shit.
He tries to like chase down people.
And then on like the Raw fallouts, you see Kevin Owens like trying to tell everyone, okay, get out in the straight line, keep line. No, don't you rush. Stuff like that.
Don't you rush. Hey, did I say you could cross the street? This is not where you could cross the street.
Exactly.
Is my Kevin Owens improving? I've been working on it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I just got to get the French Canadian accent down because it's pretty much my GSP impression. I just make it deeper.
Hey, you kind of sound like Cesaro a little bit.
No, this is Cesaro. Cesaro sounds like this. He sounds a little bit more like a GSP, but a little bit more slits. So.
Oh my god, like, you know, the New Day's dancing in the hallway, and Kevin Owens like, okay, that means I gotta find you for
Do you not read the sign? Do you not read the sign? It says no dancing. I don't know if it's really a mall cop. Maybe a security guard gimmick. That would work better.
Yeah.
Because what would you do with the mall cop? Maybe a security guard. Straight Shooter asked, what would your reaction be if during Reigns versus AJ Styles, the Bullet Club came out and it looks like they're going to help AJ, but instead they help Reigns and it turns out he is the leader of the Bullet Club? Oh, the IWC would be so pissed. I would love it. That would actually be good. That would actually be a good swerve because you would think that, like, oh, the Bullet Club are here to help AJ. They have history, and then they help Reigns. And Reigns just kind of smiles. He's like, yeah, these are my brothers. And then Don Gallows and, like, freaking Carl Anderson come out and be like, we're tired of the midgets. Big guys rule. And it's like, yeah. Great.
Oh, my God, man. Shit, like, Roman Reigns could be the... Yeah, he'll be like the Rock in that group, man.
Straight Shooter asked, what if Raw during the Raw New Orleans, a drunk Matt from the End of Row Show climbs the ramp and beats the hell out of Dolph Ziggler during his entrance? I don't think you could get Matt that intoxicated to the point where he would do something stupid like that. But that'd be fucking hilarious. But he would be in jail for a long, long time.
Very long, man.
Snowdrop asked, what was Jinder Mahal's finisher again? I seriously can't remember.
Me either.
His finisher was like a spine like a weird elevating spine buster or like he was doing like a boot to the face. It was like really weird. It was just some lame stuff.
Shit, I can't remember either. It was
You
that?
know, the only thing I remember is this like glass case used to put his hat in.
Alrighty then. So, straight shooter asked Chase, were you happy when your Timberwolves beat the Warriors last Tuesday? Fuck yeah, I am. 'Cause we're gonna go down in NBA history. Let's say if the Warriors tie 72-10 or break it. At this point in time, it seems like it's going to be hard for them to break the record because now they're 69-9. But just imagine when it's a trivia record. Can you name the 9 teams that beat the Warriors? Oh yeah, the Timberwolves, and I love it because they beat them at home too, which is nice because the Warriors at home are like sometimes is one of the most scariest teams, and the fact that we came in there and we managed to beat them, pretty damn good stuff if you ask me. So very, very happy, very excited. Karl-Anthony Towns look good. I still get pissed off every time I see Andrew Wiggins. I wish Wiggins could just drive to the basket a little bit more. He seems to get too settled in on jumpers and stuff like that. Levine is actually driving a lot more, which is making me happy because now he's not just a one-dimensional three-point shoot point guard and stuff like that. So very good stuff. Shabazz Muhammad is still fucking tunnel vision ass. Like I love Shabazz. He's a very good player. I think he'd be a very good role player in the NBA. But dude, when he gets the ball, he's a fucking dick. He doesn't pass. He doesn't do anything. It just pisses me off. It's just like, fuck, dude. Like, he'll pass if he's, like, double-teamed or something, or if, like, he doesn't feel like he can make the shot, he'll just randomly pass, but he'll pass to, like, Rubio. And it's like, what is Rubio going to do with the ball besides pass to someone else? Like, stupid. So, hate it. But happy we won. I just hope that we improve. Karl-Anthony Towns is a beast, though. I love this kid.
Yeah, I hope your Timberwolves really improve.
Yeah, no. Everyone's like, Timberwolves. I'm like, yeah, Timberwolves, baby. Let's go. I can't wait till all the bandwagon Timberwolves fans start coming out. I'll be like,
oh no,
KG, baby.
I really hope the Warriors do beat that Bulls record because, like, that's annoying about Bulls fans. Oh, you know, we had this great of a year to the point where no other NBA team is able to do it. I'm like, just shut up.
You know what's funny too? The Warriors still haven't clinched the #1 seed in the West. Like the Spurs still have a chance. I think the Warriors have to lose one game against Memphis. Which would be fucking
my Grizzlies.
They have to lose something. No. It's crazy though. Diamond and Silver asked, what is it with WWE and anime movies, and what cartoon do you think they'll team up with next? Well, they're PG, so of course they're going to do anime movies. And what cartoon will they team up with next? They've done Scooby-Doo. They've done Flintstones. Who's
probably
next?
Teen Titans.
That'd be random. Probably maybe the Jetsons. I can see future WWE, future McMahon and stuff like that. So maybe the Jetsons would be next. That'd be kind of random and a good throwback. So I'll go with the Jetsons.
What about Cody Yoko?
That's random.
What about Tom and Jerry meets WWE?
Oh, Tom and Jerry, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
I can see Tom and Jerry. I can see them. Like Randy Orton's trying to help crush mice. Another good one would be they used to do this as a TV show. They would get all the characters together and they would do wacky races. I would love to see a movie of WWE's wacky races and stuff like that. It'd be fucking hilarious. They're just wacky racing and stuff like that. They try to do all these traps to get rid of each other. So that'd be pretty funny. I would watch that. So. Straight Shooter asks, which finisher sounds more badass? Dead 90, which is a DDT into a pedigree, or Eiffel Tower, a powerbomb into a neck breaker?
Yeah, well,
I'll say the Eiffel Tower, because that actually seems realistic. I can't see how can you do a DDT into a fucking pedigree? That's just, I don't know. That seems hard to fucking do.
Well, yeah, it is.
The Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower, you can imagine. You just throw him up in the air and then catch him for a neck breaker.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's talking about like moves in succession, but I'm just picturing like someone like throwing someone up in the air and then catching them for like a fucking reverse RKO. So. Diamond Silver asks, which is more frightening, getting ready to be hit by a big show, attempting a moonsault, or watching Garbage Man sex tape?
Oh gosh, man, that sex tape. Ooh.
You made it sexy.
Oh.
Probably having sex with his sister and shit. Disgusting freak.
Oh god. I don't even
Straight
want
shooter asks, who would you rather wrestle in a hardcore match, Big Daddy V or Abdullah the Butcher? Oh, give me Big Daddy V. Fuck that. Abdullah the Butcher trying to fucking blame me in 2 seconds of the match. Fuck that. Hell fucking no. I'll take Big Daddy V sitting on me over Abdullah the Butcher, like fucking already coming in with pliers to my fucking dick. God. Straight shooter asks, would you rather have a good match with Curtis Axel but lose, or have a horrible match with Buddy Murphy and win? Have a horrible match with Buddy Murphy and win, because at least it was at least I won. And that Curtis Axel match, sure, people will be like, oh yeah, that was a good matchup. But really, to be honest, who gives a fuck about Curtis Axel? Like,
ain't gonna do anything for my career.
Like, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I had a good match with Curtis Axel. It was great. Like, so what? If I beat Buddy Murphy, I win. At least I'm getting some momentum.
Yeah.
Having a good match with Curtis Axel, yeah, that's like whatever.
Wins do matter.
Straight shooter asked, did anyone else laugh when during Raw, Bubba Ray Dudley yelled at the referee after his
Yes.
Oh, no.
That was hilarious. Now you ring the bell. Now you ring the bell.
Now you ring it.
Sami Zayn's all trying to cut a promo, and he's all like, you dick! You randomly! You just hear him screaming in the background of his promo. Great.
Oh my god, Bubba Ray, man.
Aisha, since now you're here, what are your thoughts on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5?
I never played that game. I just played Underground.
Neo Spades Ace also asks, favorite types of pie? Blueberry.
Coconut? No. Chicken pot pie.
Yeah, I would say pumpkin pie.
Thoughts on Curry Man? Christopher Daniels' second gimmick. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Nothing too special though. Fun.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. It's a funny little thing to throw into TNA, you know.
Neo Spades Ace asks, do you think the rule changes in most sports in NFL and NBA dumb it down to how it used to be back then? No, they're more complicated to how it used to be back then. No, not dumb it down. It's complicated. Some of these rules make no fucking sense. Like, people have discussions, what is a catch? The fact that we're discussing what is a catch in 2016 is absolutely ridiculous. But, like, did he catch the ball or did he not? Like, to me, a catch is this. Have it, you take control with it, and you have 2 feet in bounds. That's a catch. Nowadays, it's just whole process. Oh, it's so confusing. It's hard. I think it's harder for people to get into the sports. Like, if you didn't watch the sports when you were younger, and you're kind of just like, oh, this is what I watched when I was younger, I think nowadays it's 10 times harder. Some of these rules are just stupid. Weston's out here, so I guess you can't really comment on that. Neo Spades Ace asks, did you guys play EA MMA and Supremacy MMA? EA MMA, yes. I never played Supremacy MMA.
No, I haven't played those games.
Neo Spades Ace asks, do you hate when media makes up bullshit excuses when their favorite players loses in the matches? Bad days, no help, etc. They're always going to do that because they got to protect their investment. People are watching the shows for them or to hate on them or anything like that. So they have to protect their investments going forward. So I can understand why they do it. It's just annoying, but I understand why they do it because they don't want their big time guns to look bad in sports. So
yeah. It's like the whole general idea.
Draven G asks, are you looking forward to Camp WWE? Oh, 100%.
Yes.
It's going to be fucking amazing.
Oh my god, Ric Flair, Vince McMahon, let's go, man.
I'm just doing everything I want to do. Break the fourth wall.
Up in the tree.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
DJ Cass asked, do you think the NXT Championship has more prestige than the IC title and the US title right now? Fuck no. The hell? It's only been around for a few years. How the fuck does that have more prestige than the IC and US title that respectively have been around for a long time? No. Prestige in the NXT lore, sure, but if you bring that title up to the WWE scene, it's kind of like less than the US title if you think about it. You know, it's less than the US Championship.
Developmental.
Yeah, developmental title. So I don't think it has more prestige. This is ridiculous. It's only been around for 3 years, and for the beginning of those 3 years, no one gave a fuck about it. No offense to Seth Rollins, no one really cared about his NXT title reign. Yeah. Big E, I think people don't realize Big E was NXT champion. Bo Dallas was the longest reigning champion at one point in time, and he was doing well, but no one gave a fuck. No one gave a fuck when Neville was champion. They all fucking started to turn on him. Sami Zayn's title reign was a joke. Owens is probably your best NXT champion, but he didn't really do much as NXT champion. He only really had like 2 title defenses, and that's it. And then Balor, you see what he has done with the NXT title. What has he done to help fucking NXT championship? All he's really done is bore the fuck out of people, in my personal opinion. Only people who like Balor are people who fucking give up his matches. Oh shit, what the fuck was that?
Oh, I was, since I'm gonna walk, I was like, well, I'll walk and still answer questions.
Yeah, like, just saying, like, I don't think the NXT Championship has as much prestige as the IC Championship, because sure, the IC title and the US title, like, they've been shit, but I think there's more prestige there than the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus, if you win the NXT Championship, it basically just guarantees you're a mid-carder for life. So
Exactly.
I mean, our current NXT champion didn't even make his debut yet. Other dudes made debuts before him. So, Trey Shooter asked, why didn't WWE ever sign the Motor City Machine Guns? I don't know, really, to be honest. Maybe they were just loyal to. Maybe they were just loyal to them. TNA? I don't know. Really,
I don't know either.
Yeah, same here. Maybe they're just too loyal.
New City Base asked, oh my god, thoughts on Jericho breaking kayfabe, arguing at Charles Robinson about Neville's injury during their match. Listen to the Talk is Jericho podcast because they talk about it on there. It's pretty funny, actually. So, because Charles Robinson actually thought Chris Jericho was going to kick his ass, which was pretty funny. So, Chase Allen asked,
good.
What's up, Chase? What are your thoughts on my YouTube channel, and how often do you watch me? Just wondering. Your channel's doing better than it was in the past. How often do I watch you? Gonna be dead honest here, Chase Allen. Anyone who asked me this question, I only really watch few people consistently. Off the Rope Show, when it comes to wrestling related. Off the Rope Show, my boy Steven, OK Fabe and stuff like that. There's people who I watch consistently and stuff. I don't have time to watch everyone else's videos. I like doing other stuff besides watching wrestling content. I watch a lot of Watch Mojo's Top 10s. I watch a lot of people that just do funny videos in general. So, like, for me, it's just like I don't really have time to really watch a lot of your content. And I'm sorry, Chase, if that hurts your feelings, but it's just that I don't, like, I'll watch your stuff. Like, if you're going to be talking about something that interests me, then I'll check it out. But it's not like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, like, every single video of yours and watch them all the time. Like, probably just, like, your WrestleMania videos or, like, your pay-per-view reviews. Maybe if the Raw was really good, I'll check out what you thought about Raw or something like that. So that's how much I watch it. If you have like if I go through your channel and I see a video that's interesting, I'll just be like, oh, okay, I'll check it out and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah. So, anyways, next question. Diamond said, why does Ric Flair keep making strange faces during Charlotte's promos? He's drunk. That's my guess. He's drunk as fuck. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. He has to be drunk, man.
Straight Shooter asked, why didn't the WWE have New Day versus the Usos versus the Dudley Boys in the TLC match at WrestleMania this year? Because they're stupid? I don't know.
Well, that and the fact that the Usos are kind of irrelevant and the Dudley Boys are starting to become irrelevant. So they thought maybe they wouldn't draw as much. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Next question asked. I had to go through the questions. Oh, yeah. Straight Shooter asked, what did you think of Amazing Red? Wrestled for TNA for a while. I actually liked him in the ring. He was a nice in-ring guy. Very good for the X division and stuff like that. Had some really good Ultimate X matches with Maverick, Matt Bentley, and Chris Sabin and stuff like that. So he's a good talent, but nothing really ever too special. It was kind of weird when they brought him back in TNA and he was with Don West. That was like the most randomest pairing. And then he brought in Crimson. I heard Crimson's going to jail. Then he beat up his wife or some shit like that. His girlfriend, Crimson beat her up.
Yeah, I know he's going to jail, but I don't know why. Like what for?
Yeah, so yeah, Snowdrop, Diamond and Silver. You guys are loyal Q&A followers. Please look up why Crimson's going to jail. Because I know you guys would probably be like, oh, Crimson going to jail. That sounds like some good Q&A material. Straight Shooter asks, do you heard from Plane from Hell? The Plane from Hell. So if you guys don't know the Plane from Hell, I've talked about before in other Q&As. The plane ride from Hell was a plane ride in 2002, I want to say, where Vince McMahon was loaded, Ric Flair was naked wearing his Nature Boy robes, and Brock Lesnar and Mr. Perfect almost killed each other because they were wrestling on the plane, and they almost fell out of the fucking plane, apparently. Like, they almost opened the door and stuff like that. That's one of the plane rides. I think that's the plane ride from Hell you're talking about. There's another one where Kurt Angle and Vince were wrestling, and Undertaker actually thought they were going at it. Like, Kurt Angle was trying to step on Vince, so Undertaker goes and chokes out Kurt Angle from behind and stuff like that. That's another plane ride from Hell. But the most famous one is the one where everyone's, like, loaded on the plane, and then, like, Brock Lesnar and Mr. Perfect are almost killing each other. Very funny story. Jericho tells it a long time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so very funny stuff. Good stuff right there. Philip M6 asks, a screamer is like a jump scare such as a Scary Maze game. Oh, okay. Neo Spades Ace asks, any hilarious movies you recommend? The first Hangover. That movie's fucking great. The first one. Oh my god, fucking hilarious. Monty Python, if you've never seen that. Very old school British humor and stuff like that. So
White Chicks. Not a teen movie.
White Chicks is funny. And not our teen movie's great. I love that scene where they're all kind of like, where they're trying to like decide who's gonna date, and he chooses all these ugly girls. He's like, oh no, they have this quality, and then they don't have the girl. Oh, overalls, glasses, pigtails. She's perfect. Oh my God. She's probably the best looking one out of the bunch of. But no, the scene that always gets me dying is when the token black guy goes up to the other black guy. He's like, hey, hey, what's up? See, I'm the token black guy. I'm the only black guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, shit. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, brother. It's cool, man. It's cool. Maybe next time we can exchange or something. Like, one black guy at the party because there's only one token black guy. That's fucking great.
Yo, the airport scene? Like, you remember how the guy was trying to go through, and the lady was like, no, you can't go through.
Yeah.
That was funny.
The comedy movies I would recommend is Rush Hour, the Rush Hour
Oh,
series,
yeah.
or Austin Powers series, or if you're looking for something like really funny and random, The Water Boy.
Oh, yeah, Waterboy. The water sucks, Gatorade. Oh, great stuff. Did you hear about the Young Bucks comments on WWE? I think it highlights how douchey they are. Yeah, the Young Bucks are just fucking people into themselves. I'm gonna be dead honest. I like there are certain people I hate when I hear interviews from. Like when I just see how they act, I always hope that it's just them living a gimmick and it's not really how they are as people and stuff like that. And after hearing the Young Bucks interview with Chris Jericho, I was like, I hate these guys. You guys are such fucking pricks and
I
stuff
know.
like that. But the one person that I hated the most, I fucking hate Enzo Amore as a person. He seems like a piece of fucking shit.
Oh, what happened?
Listen to Steve Austin's show podcast. This guy's such a Aisha. You hate the Miz for being like a douchey guy. You will hate Enzo Amore after listening to this podcast. He is such a fucking tool. He is such
All
a
right.
tool. He's such a tool. He's all like, Steve, I'm one of the few people in life that you met that cuts corners, man. I cut so many corners, man. That's what I did. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, dude.
I know, his voice sounds like a tool, man.
He is a tool. Like, the way he talks about matches and stuff, like, oh, he just sounds like such an idiot. Like, I'm being dead on. Like, such a moron. So, fuck that interview. Colin Cassidy sounds smart, though. Like, because he actually I believe Colin Cassidy, like he said that he was going to med school. I was like, the fuck? And stuff. But he actually sounds pretty damn smart. Like Colin Cassidy sounds like he actually knows what the fuck's going on. Enzo Mori just seems like that fucking annoying little douche.
But I never thought that would go together. Colin Cassidy and med school.
Yeah. It's so funny when they do the interview. He's like, yeah, I finished up my last year. I did organic chemistry, main chemistry, this chemistry. And then Steve Austin and Enzo are just like chuckling like, the fuck? What made you dummy? Why?
Oh, crap. Now I gotta go around. Ugh.
Yeah. Traffic jam.
Nah, this look how big the school is. I gotta go all the way around.
Don't be showing us the high school on the
Oh.
I'll get some trouble.
My bad. Oh, my bad.
Because technically, I'm not, technically that would be like a form of, I forgot what it is. Like if you're an older person filming at a high school, it's like really disturbing or something. You have to get like released.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get in trouble, just saying. Alright,
No
so, Diamond and Silver asks, who do you think will get released from the WWE throughout this year?
Probably Zack Ryder, and I don't want to, but it looks like it's gonna happen.
Ryder, you think Ryder will get released?
Yeah.
Wes, who are guys that you think will get released?
Honestly, Damian Sandow.
Oh
Sandow?
yeah, dude. Do you see him on Twitter, man? He's like, he seems like he complains a lot on Twitter, which is understandable because.
Yeah, if anyone has the right to complain, it's him. I mean, he's had 2 major pushes and they all been fucking flatlined. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah. I feel bad for him,
Like,
man.
him, Curtis Axel, and Jack Swagger. If they ever went out there and they complained, I wouldn't really give a fuck. I'd actually feel bad. Like, I would understand because, like, for me, with like, if Del Rio came out and complained, all right, Del Rio, you at least get featured on TV. It's not like you're just some dude in the shuffle. Like, you can still go for the world title anytime you want. You know, like these guys are not on your level like that. You know, so yeah. Yeah. Who do I see getting released? Maybe Swagger.
Ooh.
Maybe Swagger will get released, which is suck. I don't know really who else will get released from this company at this moment of time. But they have to make some room. Probably Adam Rose will be gone soon. So much for that E60 documentary. Maybe some.
I know, man.
I can see a commentator leaving this year too. I don't know who will be leaving, but they're going to have to release someone on that commentary or that pre-show team. So maybe Corey Graves, goodbye, or something. I don't think they seem like too nice to him. Who's like someone random? Maybe Booker T. They just tell Booker T. We don't need you.
Booker T.
Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler.
No, they're not going to get rid of Lawler.
Nah. This is probably Heath Slater.
Diva?
No, Heath Slater seems like he's.
No.
Maybe like a Cameron or something. Maybe Cameron. She doesn't really have much use anymore. She's on Total Divas.
Yeah.
She doesn't have much use anymore, so Cameron could be released.
Basically.
Alrighty then. Stray Shooter asked, what do you think of Kenny Omega? Oh, really good talent. Good talent in the ring. He has a funny character to him. I think he'll be really good where he's at now. I don't think he needs to go to WWE or TNA. Just ride the independents, ride that way for a little bit, become the king of the independents, at least on the American side of things. Because really, to be honest, if you're an independent wrestler, you're happy WWE is stealing all these top guys right now, because now it's your opportunity to try to become the king of the independents per se. Like, you know, Adam Cole's kind of fallen off a little bit. You know, the guys from Red Dr. Agen, or Red Dragon, I just call them Red Dr. Agen, they kind of fallen down a little bit. They're not really doing anything. O'Reilly and who else is the other cat? Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish.
Yeah, they're not really doing much. Jay Lethal's kind of like a judo king of the independents.
Hey, I'll see you guys later.
All right, later, Aisha.
Yep.
So like you really have a good opportunity to kind of take over the independents and make it your own. And I think Kenny Omega, he has the ability to do that. I mean, Dolly Castle, he's good, but I don't think he has like the ability like Kenny Omega to go around the world and become like the king of the independents and stuff like that. So very good talent though.
Keep an eye on Okada.
But Okada's not gonna wrestle in the States though that much. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I said
yeah,
stateside.
oh, stateside.
Yeah, stateside. Okada's fine. Okada's fine. He's a fucking top guy in New Japan. He doesn't need to fucking go wrestle.
Yeah. So was Nakamura. Look where he ended up.
Yeah, he's in WWE.
Okay.
How's that bad? He's in WWE, probably making more money.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he was a top guy, and so was Okada, and Nakamura ended up in WWE. So I mean, it is possible.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, I'm just saying.
States,
Yeah, but I'm saying on stateside ranges, like for the American fans to become king of the independents, you have a good shot. That's what I'm saying. That like they need to take advantage of this opportunity.
yeah.
And Kenny Omega. That's what Okada doesn't fit King of the Independents. King of the Independents is someone who is able to travel all around the world and at least be some impact in the major federation that people know.
Maybe man, I have no idea. That's a hard one. Maybe Jay Lethal.
Yeah, no, but it's not a question. I'm just saying Kenny Omega has that opportunity to take over at King of the Independents and help his stock.
Yeah, he does.
Because we're answering about Kenny Omega, and I'm saying that Kenny Omega has a possibility of taking over the independent scene.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
All right, then. So the next question is it said that Zack Ryder's dad is more jacked up than the entire roster? Yeah, fucking take notes. Maybe I think Zack dad has to be on some PEDs or steroids or some shit like that.
I don't think he's that jacked. It's just, the
For his age, he's pretty fucking big.
Yeah, sure. But again, you gotta remember who's in that company. It's a bunch of vanilla midgets. So
Yeah, so like people like I guarantee you, because people forget, Vince is still fucking jacked. So like I guarantee you if Vince ever takes off that suit and we saw Vince again, oh my god, he would put half the roster to shame how big he is.
Oh yes.
Because like people forget that. People probably think, oh, Vince is some frail old man and stuff like that. No, Vince probably still has large biceps and everything like that, dude. That's why he still looks the same at his day and age. So Awkward Chase asks, what would you recommend to anyone trying to make it on YouTube? Just do it for fun. Do it as a hobby type of deal. Don't try to make it into a fucking job because it won't become a job. It just won't. If you were one of the lucky people that joined in around like 2009 through 11, you're good because like you probably got a fan base and you probably made partnerships early on when the partnerships were very exclusive and stuff, and you probably helped yourself out being a featured partner on that program. But nowadays it's just go out there, make it a hobby, try to do something that other people aren't doing, especially in your field. Like for example, when it comes to wrestling, it's like, what can you really do? You're pretty much already screwed if you want to do wrestling nowadays because you have What Culture doing videos. They do really good stuff over there. You have Wrestling with Regret. You have OTR Central. You have Deluxe Man. You have Sean's View. I mean, that's really hard. And then some of the obscure channels that are kind of like they're up there, but they're not really like the channels people go to. You got the Smart Busters and Wrestling Jesus. Those two are like the most obscure channels, and they're really good at what they do. So it's like how can you really compete?
Bruce Blitz is back, so you can.
Oh, he's back on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bruce Blitz is back, so that's going to be hard to compete with too. You have the Blitz team back, so it's really hard for if you want to do wrestling to really get your name out there because like, and then also I didn't even mention YouTubers who do WWE video games or like play the WWE video games. They do their own shit too, like where they talk about wrestling and stuff like that. And so it's like, why would you want to go listen to someone who has like, and people are very big on numbers and stuff like that. Why would you listen to people who have like this X amount of subs when I can go listen to this person who has that amount of subs? Like I could literally say the same thing. Like, for example, let's say if I made a video way early on, like what if I was the guy? I'm like, hey, Cockfist, Roman Reigns. I'm the one who started Cockfist, you know? Some popular YouTuber goes, like, few months down the line start saying cockfist, that's what we're going to call Roman Reigns now, cockfist. People are going to think he started it when I started it like a long time ago, where I was calling Roman Reigns a cockfist and everything like that. So it's just like the bigger the YouTuber, the bigger the name and stuff like that. It's funny when it comes to the YouTube wrestling community, because every YouTuber kind of fits like a certain character in wrestling that I think is just absolutely hilarious. Like, what culture is like the main company? Because like they're like actually a legit website and shit like that a lot of people visit on a huge basis, and they make very interesting lists. They're kind of like Watch Mojo. So they're like a huge company in wrestling. Wrestling with Regret. He's kind of like a very good like independent wrestler that just made his way through the WWE big time. Like fucking the Lex Man's like the John Cena. People are mixed on him. They don't know what to really think about him. OTR Central, he's like the fucking Triple H / Vince of YouTube and stuff like that. Like, you're like, oh man, sometimes you can be so negative, but you're so right at the same time and stuff like that. So that's how I view it, at least. I don't know. But yeah, it's like really hard, especially for wrestling, to kind of get a channel going, because like what do you bring different that everyone else doesn't bring and stuff like that? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like for me, for example, like I said, if I didn't take my break, I'm pretty sure I would be in the middle of the road. Like, I would have at least like a good following, a good fan base. Like, people would actually care with what I'm saying, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like OTR Essential or the Lex Man or anything like that. So, or on good mic work too, good mic work. So not a good big guy. And then there's the podcasters too, like Don Tony, Kevin Castle, Wrestling Soup, Solo Monster. You know, those guys over there. You know, they're their own little market, and they're big too. So yeah. Anything you want to add, Weston?
Nah, but since we're naming off YouTubers, two other guys you might want to keep your eye on is actually three in the rope show, Hill Steven and OK. They're actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're my friends. I wish my channel was bigger, you know, because I have the most subs out of all of them. But I wish my channel was bigger, so that way they could actually get more love and support, you know.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it. So DJ KS asked, which is the real tag team titles? NXT tag titles, WWE tag titles, TNA tag titles, ROH World tag titles, or IWGP tag titles? Let's take out TNA and ROH World tag titles, because the Ring of Honor TNA tag titles are just dominated by the Wolves, and really the ROH tag titles, they're just kind of don't have the same luster as they used to. Like, none of the teams are really interesting in Ring of Honor. So it comes down to, well, there's two sets of IWGP tag titles, DJ Cass. So junior heavyweights. I think the junior titles are a little bit more interesting because there is like, you know, the X division effect to them, while the heavyweight tag titles, you kind of get more just. I have to say the real set of tag team titles, I guess the NXT tag team championships, because they actually care about the tag teams there. Like the WWE tag team titles are kind of just like a joke, and they've been looking like a joke for a while with the penny design. So I'll go with the NXT tag titles just based off pure tag team wrestling. Because the IWGP, like I said, there's two set of titles. Which one do you choose? So
I don't think the WWE titles are necessarily a joke, but I still wouldn't like count them as the #1 tag titles, because you know they've been dominated by the New Day, just like, you know, TNA's been dominated by the Wolves. So gonna have to agree with you, man. NXT championships.
yeah, the NXT tag titles have to be good. A straight shooter asked, what did you think of the game-winning shot in the national championship in Villanova versus North Carolina? Oh my god, fucking crazy! That was like perfect too. Like they were like, they planned that so perfectly. Right after that shot, the pyro and everything, I was like, god damn, they planned that perfectly. Great ending to a very good national title game. It's not the greatest game I've ever seen, but it was a really great ending. It was like, oh my god, like North Carolina clawed their way back to make a comeback. They tied up the game and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, I do not know why they just decided to play regular defense set there. They should have been fucking playing half-court defense to some extent, because you have to make sure everyone's covered. You can't be just playing regular man-to-man defense in that situation or whatever zone defense they were running. You got to make sure everyone's covered so there's no good open looks. And they just allowed probably one of the best open looks you will ever see. Like that should have never happened. That look should have never fucking happened. They should have gone to overtime, which I think North Carolina would have won if it would have went to overtime. I'm fine with Villanova winning. Villanova always has these crazy-ass upsets. Georgetown and now against North Carolina. They've been in some good championship games. So congratulations to the Villanova team. Very good stuff.
And I don't know college basketball that much, so I'm going to pass on this question.
All right. Double A Star asks, would you guys say WrestleMania 32 was more like WrestleMania 25? Had one great match, but not a good main event. Do not compare 32 to that piece of shit that was WrestleMania 25. 32 at least had more better matches than 25. And not only fucking that. Yes, the main event was bad. That's the only thing they can compare to is that the main event was fucking bad. But, well, forgettable, per se. I wouldn't say that the match was bad in itself because I think if you go back and watch Randy Orton versus Triple H on its own, it's a pretty good match. Same like if you watch Reigns versus Triple H on its own, it's a pretty good match. But not compare 32 to 25. 25 is an absolute piece of fucking trash, and it deserves to be treated like that. Only highlights Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. The only thing you need to know about that show, at least with 32, you can say, hey, Hell in a Cell, Women's Triple Threat, AJ Jericho, IC title ladder match. 25, what else do you fucking have besides Shawn and Undertaker? What else? Nothing. Maybe the Money in the Bank. That was botchy.
No joke. I was watching WrestleMania 25, and right in the mid, because I was watching all the way until I got to the Undertaker Shawn match, and midway I was just like, I'm gonna stop watching this shit.
It's a bad show. People don't realize how bad 25 is. 25 is absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst WrestleManias ever. Is it the worst of all time? I like to say it's one of the top 3 worst WrestleManias, and here's why. Everyone shits on 27 and 29. 27 and 29 are bad because they just felt like filler pay-per-views. But 25, I always think is really fucking bad because I look at it as this. They put so much hype, so much effort into WrestleMania 25 to make you care about the show, to make you give a fuck about the show. All this fucking effort and hype, and it just felt like nothing. It just felt like, oh, whatever. You know, like at the end of it all, it felt like it was the biggest disappointment. 27, not really much hype into 27. They had to throw that WrestleMania under the bus. 29, you knew that shit was going to be a train wreck. But 25 had no reason to be a train wreck, and it was. It was fucking ridiculous. That's why I say 25 is one of the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty then. Snowdrop asked, why hasn't Jinder Mahal arrived on TNA yet? They might as well have a 2 out of the 3 man band. And I'm pretty sure Jinder Mahal will find his way. Maybe Drew McIntyre would be like, hey, Jinder, come on over and play with me. And then later on, Jinder's like, okay. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Would Jinder Mahal even be a good fit in TNA? I don't think so. I think
who gives a fuck? It's a good fit. Just do it. Chase Allen says, it's okay, man. I understand. I try and watch any other people in the YWC, but I don't have time to watch everyone either. Yeah, it's just hard to watch everyone in the YWC. There's always so, and then there's your friends in the YWC that you watch too, that you're like close with. You're just like, oh, I gotta watch your channels, and then you're like, sometimes you don't want to be real with them, saying, yeah, dude, you gotta do this a bit better. But yeah, it is what it is. Question 2, do you see any change in the WWE occurring this year? Nope. This Double A Star, I don't know what if you realize this, what's coming up this fall? The presidential election. So which means we have the Linda Senna campaign. This year is going to be absolutely terrible. Absolutely. I'm going to be dead honest here when I say this. We thought 2015 was bad. We thought 2014 was bad. No, 2016 will be the worst. I think this will be really bad because WWE sucks fucking dick during Linda Senna campaign because they try to make sure. First off, here's the reason why they suck dick. They want because like the thing with Linda is this: no matter what she does, no matter what ideas she has for the House of Senate or anything like that, they all go to the side because people look at it as like how they look at Trump, a celebrity trying to get into politics. People look at Linda, they don't associate whatever she's saying to anything else. They associate she's part of wrestling. And so when people look at what's going on with wrestling, if you have all this crazy shit going on with wrestling, people think that's what Linda is, when really Linda's not. Linda has love for the wrestling business. I'm pretty sure she cares about the wrestling business, but she's not all about professional wrestling like Vince. But she gets lumped into that association, so WWE gets mocked and made fun of by everyone. So like it's hard for Linda to have an advantage. So WWE has to show that, oh, we're a good product. We're family friendly. There's nothing bad about us. You can keep showing those Attitude Era clips, but that's just it. They're just clips. These is the real WWE. And so they start putting on the most bullshitty shit that is just absolutely ridiculous. All the baby faces have to win. They have to put WWE in a good light. They don't want to have anything too edgy that would make WWE look bad and stuff like that. So really, to be honest here, yeah, thought wrestling was bad. Wait until later this year. It's going to get really, really worse. Really, really worse. That's why I've been saying when people ask me questions, oh, should this guy debut after Mania? This guy debut after Mania? And I say, no, debut them after the fall time, because we need motherfuckers in the fall to help us get through this time. This terrible time of Linda Senate campaign. Fuck. So, not going to be a good time. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Not going to be a good time. It's going to be a bad time.
Yeah, but it's funny though how
question
other,
3.
yeah,
What was your
I was
question? What were you
gonna
going
say,
to say, Weston?
it's funny how other politicians think Linda's a character.
Yeah, no, they do. They don't take her fucking seriously. They think she's some wrestling character trying to take over politics. That's why they always diss wrestling and stuff. It sucks because I'm not the biggest, like, fuck Linda. She's an idiot. But, like, seriously, it sucks. She can't get anything right. So,
Yeah.
more money lost for Vince, too. Spend all this money for nothing. How was my WrestleMania party double A star? It was great. It was fun. I had fun with people. My brother watched WrestleMania with me. It was fun for him to watch wrestling again. So, yeah. Straight Shooter asked, would it be funny if Bayley was wearing a Lego suit and Finn Balor came out and hugged her only to get the Legos off of her? Oh, my God. That'd be fucking hilarious. Finn Balor is just trying to get all the Legos off of her instead of actually, like, he sees, like, a girl naked. He's like, I got what I want, the Lego pieces. I don't need to see a girl naked. And he just walks away. It'd be fucking great.
Yeah. Oh my God! Imagine if Finn Balor did build like a statue with the Legos of Bayley, and he's like, "Oh, Betta."
Yeah. I love the whole, like, people thinking Finn Balor and Bayley are having sex jokes, so they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. Straight Shooter asked, do you think Big Show should have done a Captain Insano gimmick that used in the Waterboy into WWE? Nah, not really. I don't think it would have worked with Big Show in WWE. Weston?
I think it could. And besides, people want Big Show to be repackaged and stuff, so it'd be like a funny little thing in there.
Snowdrop asks, speaking of TNA, thoughts on Decay? And what if Jinder Mahal joined them, because I have to mention him? Would Jinder Mahal fit with Crazy Steve in Abyss? Isn't that the Decay? Crazy Steve in Abyss? I'm not sure who the Decay are. I'm pretty sure it's Crazy Steve in Abyss. Would he fit with Crazy Steve in Abyss? I don't know. Maybe they would make him like Leatherface or something, or put a mask on him, or maybe he'll wear like face paint. I don't know what you could do with Jinder Mahal and the Decay. I don't know if he could really fit. I don't really give a fuck about the Decay, in all honesty. Like, but I feel bad for Abyss. And I don't know how Crazy Steve survived in TNA, to be honest. Like, what did this motherfucker do to keep a contract with them? Like, fuck. Crazy Steve. He's a crazy one, all right, Michael.
Crazy Steve is undoubtedly the Heath Slater of TNA, because he just finds a way to stay in the company.
Yeah, why? How come Crazy Steve gets to stay around? Makes no sense. All right. I don't see any more questions. Are we going to wrap it up? I think we are. So anyways, guys, thank you for sending in your questions for this week's edition of the Q&A. You guys are all awesome. Double A Star, I'm sorry you joined late, but we're going to be wrapping it up. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like what you saw, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this a big old thumbs up. Share it with everyone. Check out Weston. Check out Aisha on their respective social medias. I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your day. Peace.